When you visit a state as big and diverse as Texas, there are a million different trips you can take. Let's say you've got an appetite for whitewater kayaking. You can get your own, so this is why they call it Devil's River, trip to Texas. Or maybe you have an actual appetite. I'll take a pound of brisket, 6 ribs, 3 links of sausage, and a piece of pecan pie. Trip to Texas. Go to traveltexas.com/get your own for the only trip to Texas that matters. Yours.
Experience a different tomorrow with Norwegian Cruise Line. Book today and get 50% off your cruise to Alaska, Europe, and beyond. Plus, everyone can enjoy their vacation with free unlimited open bar, free specialty dining, and more. Visit ncl.com, call your travel advisor, or 1-888-NCL-CRUISE. Offer ends soon. Norwegian Cruise Line. Ships registry the Bahamas and USA. Restrictions apply.
The rest of my life gon' start today.
Hey, welcome to Travel Tuesday Happy Hour, where we interview dope people doing dope things with one thing in common, the love for travel. We have a great guest lined up. Grab a drink. Stay tuned.
Hey, hello everyone. I am Deb Carson of On the Go with Deb, and I actually started my account to kind of highlight some of my travels because I also love to travel. As a child, growing up in a small town, we weren't really able to travel as much, but my mom and dad made a point to at least hey, nice t-shirt. That's what's up.
I got my tribal beads. I got my MAGA shirt. Oh, hold up. Tay Quadro right here. Forget Paige. Tay Quadro. Kwame, tell me if I'm saying it wrong, but Tay Quadro. I'm here, everybody. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt.
Nice. But yeah, we would just go on little road trips on Sunday. Dad would just drive us around the neighborhood just to, get us used to seeing other, surrounding atmospheres. And my parents were the first to kind of trigger me into traveling on my own. So I, once I became an adult, I started traveling in groups. I go on girls' trips, sometimes travel solo. It got to the point where I got tired of asking people to travel with me. So I ended up joining a couple of travel groups on meetup.com. So that was a great way of meeting new people and just traveling the world. I was able to see a couple of European countries that way. But yeah,
Hey.
I see a lot of my people coming on. So hello everyone.
Yeah, we got Atlanta in the house. We got Germany in the house. I think we had Argentina in the house.
Yeah.
We got a couple dope people in the house. So tell us, what do you do? Not necessarily just travel, but all around. I think some people might have seen, I hope people saw the caption, but some people might have seen the flyer. But tell us a little bit about what you do.
Well, I am a graphic designer by trade. I actually graduated from Clemson University with a graphic community. Go Tigers! Go Tigers!
Let's go pick.
Out of my tiger earrings. But yeah, so I do a lot of graphic design work for corporate companies. I worked with some agencies, but right now, for the past almost 3 years, I've been doing it on my own. So I am a freelance graphic designer, and I also am a travel consultant with IntelliTravel. So,
okay.
Yeah. Right now, I'm concentrating more in group travel, budget group travel, especially because that's how I started out in travel.
Gotcha.
I figure a lot of younger people will be drawn to, traveling on a budget. So,
Got you. Dope. So you talked about it a little bit earlier about what got you to traveling. I mean, that was then. Now, what is the key thing that kind of gears you towards traveling, right? Like what drives you to like, all right, Rona's over. We hitting these streets. We getting on our plane. Like what drives you to travel?
Right. It's in my DNA. I'm a Sagittarius. So I'm a traveler. Traveler. No matter whether I'm in my house and I'm traveling with my mind, or I'm on a plane and I'm flying to like an African country. I actually am also partnered with MAGA Heritage Tour. Who specializes in group tours throughout Africa. Right now we're in Western Africa. We also have a trip to Zanzibar in December. So check out that page, MAGA Heritage Tour on Instagram, and see what we got. Yeah.
Oh, dope. So how has the coronavirus kind of impacted you personally, as well as how has it impacted your travel at this point?
Personally, okay, I have a great story for that.
All right, it's story time. Let's go.
Yes, it's story time, and my friend Kiana will know this story. But I was actually still in Ghana when I heard the news about the virus.
Oh, wow.
And my friend Kiana called me. She was like, "Girl, you heard about this coronavirus?" And I laughed. I was like, "Corona? What you mean, the beer?" I had no clue because, I don't watch the news on a regular basis anyway. Right. But while I was in Ghana, I was like, I'm not even watching TV. I'm enjoying my life. And she told me about it. And I was like, oh, wow, maybe I need to look into this and see if I can actually leave the country. So a couple of days later, I was flying out. And when I got to the airport, they were actually checking people at the gate with a thermometer to make sure you didn't have a fever. Because if you had a fever, your behind wasn't getting on the plane at all.
Oh, so they was already locking it down.
They were already locking things down back in. Okay, I flew out January 28th.
Oh, wow.
So even that's back crazy. Then.
Wow, that's crazy.
They were on.
Yeah, that's crazy because I took a cruise along, like, I want to say the Western Mediterranean, like nice. Spain and stuff like that.
Right.
And I mean, the most we heard of it was the cruise ship that was kind of docked way over where, right? And mind you, I was on a cruise, so everybody was like, is that thing coming this way? And quite honestly, it wasn't until we got back that's when everything started to get locked down. So I definitely understand how you feel. So how has it impacted travel other than that?
So one trip has already been canceled. That was like mid-April. Mm-hmm. But honestly, like personally, the corona thing didn't really hit me until they closed the borders. and they stopped flying like flights. I freaked out. You hear me? I was like,
look, we need tour guide. Like, you guys are essential to travel. You know what I mean?
I don't know, but I felt like I got left off the list. Mm-hmm. And they should have had me like able to fly wherever I wanted to go.
You should have been VIP. You had that carte blanche. Be like, I'm trying to go wherever I want to go, and can't nobody tell me otherwise.
Right. Oh my God, I went through like the levels of grief when I got the news. I was like sad. I was pissed off. I stayed in the anger stage for a long time because I knew that this was gonna like knock off some of my trips. So yeah, I was not happy at all. As far as my routine, it doesn't really change because I work from home.
Right. So real quick, while you're on that subject, right? So there's a large population. I mean, when I say large, outrageously large population of people that this work from home thing is completely unfathomable, right? And you remember you're back in your corporate days where you were fighting to work from home.
Yeah.
And it took something like this to get people to be like, yeah, Yeah, you guys might want to just stay home. Here's take your laptop with you, or we'll give you a VDI and ask you. Like, give those people some tips and tricks on working from home, because the biggest mistake some people may make might take a nap before a call, or fall asleep late because they got some extra time in the morning to maneuver around. So just give some tips and tricks, like maybe one tip that you think really helped your transition from corporate life, always in the office, to kind of like working from home.
Well, for me, it was a bigger transition because it wasn't forced. Okay. I had some time in between there where I was just being me. I wasn't working at all. So wow. I was able to get centered and then find my own routine. And as work picked up, I kind of just added to my routine. So I get up pretty much the same time every morning. And that's a must. You have to have at least a schedule, but I don't use my alarm. I don't use my alarm anymore because my body naturally knows when to wake up, because I've gotten used to, working from home. I used to hate.
I ain't see you drinking. Hold on, I'm gonna interrupt. I ain't see you drink or puff nothing yet. Let's go. All right. My bad. I'm a horrible host. I'm going to interrupt in the conversation. Yes, look, no nap. Look, Alex knows. Look, Alex just said it. No naps between calls. You will miss an entire day's worth of calls if you take a nap. So
seriously,
tell us where we can find you, what you got coming up, so that people can follow you.
Yeah. So again, I'm on the go with Deb.
And she's all over my timeline, everybody. So if you want to check her out, check her out on my timeline.
The purple logo.
Yes, the purple logo. Well, Deb, thank you very much. What do you have coming up? I know you got the Zanzibar stuff coming up, Tanzania. Anything outside of the MAGA collaboration, or is it primary that now?
Personally,
you're right.
Okay, so let's all put this in the atmosphere, please.
Let's talk about $1 million. $1 million. Let's go. Let's go.
$1 million would be nice, but what I really want is for them to still be on schedule with this Roots picnic at the end of May. Please, Lord Jesus, please. I know I'm asking for a lot.
Listen, you and everybody else is looking for the Roots picnic to still be on the schedule. So you know what? We're going to pray for that, and we're going to hope that turns out for you guys. All right?
All right.
Well, thank you very much for joining. I know, look, everybody. Look, I ain't going to lie to you guys. I really appreciate Deb and the rest of the people about to join. I literally hit them up yesterday.
Yeah.
And most of them, minus like one or two people, don't know me from a can of paint. And they were definitely willing to join and have a dope conversation. Sip, smoke, whatever it is that they want to do. So I really appreciate you. I appreciate what you're doing to help in conjunction with MAGA.
Oh, yeah.
Like I said, I'm always down to support my brother.
Nice.
Kwame is a genuine dude. And I remember why I started following you, that interview you guys did together.
Yeah.
And he posted on this page, and I was like, that's where I remember her from. So I appreciate you for joining, and definitely keep up the great work. Just keep putting out good stuff, and and putting that positive energy out there. It's gonna come back to you.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna share that Spotify playlist as well, because I think that'll get people in a different mood. So
definitely. All right, you have a good one. All right.
When it comes to family vacations, there are a million different trips you can take. You can get your own trip to Texas. Or if you prefer a vacation from your family, you can always get your own leave the kids with grandma trip to Texas. So go to traveltexas.com/get your own for the only trip to Texas that matters. Yours.